everybody, I'm Tony Fleming from Fleming's Ultimate Garage. Thank you for joining me on one of the most special cars we ever get is a Gran Turismo Maserati convertible. I love just to say those words. When the word Maserati comes out of your mouth, I don't know what's in Maserati with vowels and everything else that goes on, but for some reason, when it comes out, everybody stops and they want to talk about it. And I'll tell you, there's a reason why. I drive these cars all the time. I drive them because they're a great value. Many of the people who work here drive one as well, and they find that while a car like this looks very expensive, it's actually not very expensive to take care of because a lot of the components that are in the car are in all other modern cars. And so that myth, we take that out of there. And as we go through this car and you see some of the luxury features, you already know how good looking it is. I don't need to talk about that for another second, but I want to show you a few things about the car that you may or may not know, some things that come with it, and then I also have some assistants here who help us put a smile on your face. All right, so we talk about factory paint. One of the things I like to do is teach people about paint, because when people look at shiny cars in photos, you know, that doesn't always tell the story. What we want to see is we want to see under these harsh LED lights. We want to see it in the video. We want to say, wow, that car looks great, and we also want to know why it looks great. So for instance, right here, I think part of why it looks great is because of the name of the paint, Bianco Fuji white paint, right? I just love the name and I love saying it over and over, but it does look so good, especially with the black interior, right? And the blacked out wheels, just a nice touch. And you know what you can do here? Some small touches if you want. They sell a black emblem package for the car, so we could take the emblems that are off of it and replace those with a black stip. It's kind of making it your own, like your own little touch. The quality of paint too is really nice because you can see everything in the ceiling in here as well as how nice the car looks. I like to do that test because the video doesn't lie. The video says, hey, this is a really nice shiny car. Why? Because it's a really nice car. Maserati is about beauty and details and things like that. When you're getting a Maserati, right, you're getting something different than everybody else. Maybe you don't care to ever look under the hood. Maybe you care a lot to look under the hood. I want you to look under the hood here, at least for today, and I'll show you why. The effort that they put in to put this piece of jewelry in here, from the bright red cam covers to the black coating on the intake manifold, this is all detailed in here, right? Covering all of those there. You get two engines in a Maserati, right? On the regular car, you get a 4.5 liter. In the S's, you get a 4.7 liter. However, all convertibles come with a 4.7 liter, so you're basically getting the S drivetrain in here, right? Why does a Maserati handle so well? Here's an example. So anytime that you have the engine behind the front wheels, right? It doesn't look like it here, but here is the wheel, okay? And the engine is back here. All of this is for the styling of the car. There's nothing actually in there other than like the radiator or what have you, but the engine is behind the rear wheel. So it's basically called a mid-engine car, believe it or not, right? But they've also done a great job inside giving us some room. Maintenance on these is nothing like most people talk about. The first major belt service is at 100,000 miles. This car has just over 20,000 miles on it, right? It's going to be a long time before you have to do any work to this. All right, so can a sports car be functional and sporty at the same time? And the answer is yes, and I'll tell you why. When we get inside this car, you're going to see this is the largest interior GT convertible sold in the US, right? And you're going to see people like myself can actually sit in the back seat. They've actually cut out the backs of the seat. That's not my point why I'm back here. What I'm back here to tell you is the styling of this is amazing, not to mention. And then you have the sound of the exhaust. Maserati exhaust is crazy sounding. Why does a Ferrari sound good? It's because of the firing order and compression. This is very similar to that right there. It has a sport button that'll give you a standard exhaust, or a sport button that'll give you that racy feel, all right? And in here, they've cut out the ends of here so you can put your golf clubs back here, all right? They've definitely given that some thought so that you can make sure you get to have that. And of course, a lot of the you know, safety features like backup sensors, and here we have also rollover protection, which is very interesting when you think about it. Right here, if the car was to tilt either way, this right here would pop up and give you roll bar protection, which is kind of cool. All right, so you're walking up to your Bianco Fuji, sorry, Maserati Gran Turismo convertible 4.7, right? And you go, wow, that is a great looking car, and wow, that's my car. all right? And then you're gonna jump in here, and that's gonna take it to a whole nother level. Once you get inside here, you'll know why the Italians have style. They went ahead and they put it all in here. Look at this. We're doing this video in 2023, right? And the fact that this car may be 10 years old or plus, it's still so beautiful inside. With the ebony wood all throughout here, the steering wheel in there, the black leather with red stitching, the floor mats with the white piping to match the outside of the paint, this cool old school clock. The gauges are blue faced, right? They're old school blue faced gauges, and they just look so sporty and racy. Matter of fact, let me turn this on real quick because I want you to see it. It just looks great. The lights come on. This is nice. The sound system is great. Climate control, right? Everything that you could need. There's a little chrome trim around each switch is here. It just, you know, it's just style, man. It's just style. Anyway, when you hit the fire up button and this thing starts and you hear it, the Bose sound system here, you're not going to care one bit about it. All you're going to care about is that exhaust. All right, so we'll close up the video on this. Let's talk about this for a second. These cars are in between 180 and 190 mile an hour cars. Wow. Almost 450 horsepower, a sound that no other daily driver makes. They just don't. This is the daily driver sound of all daily driver sounds. You'd have to buy a Ferrari, which I don't consider a daily driver, to sound anywhere close to this. Not to mention, take 4 people in comfort. Imagine going out with another couple to dinner in this with the sound and the drive, or taking the kids someplace. It's a game changer when it comes to it. Low miles, beautifully kept, garaged at home, garaged at work. It's like that kind of car. It's on the showroom floor here. I don't know what else to tell you other than you need to find a way to get it in your garage. Anyway, call us 301-816-1000. We'll tell you all about this great Gran Turismo convertible. All right. And if you don't mind, hit the like button down below there. That helps us get the message out. Subscribe to the channel. We have new stuff coming out every single day. Well, not every single day, but most days. And what else I want to say? Share it with your friends. I think they'd love it. And I'll see you on the next one.